Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. We have a late-season top 25 showdown that could be crucial to the postseason picture. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. positions. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Swapped immediately. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason.
Wide open spaces. 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Number 98, set to kick it away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. He's changing the play. Moore dumps it to the back. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like...
He's going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Moore to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take it. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong?
There he goes! And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
25 on the play. Good out for a first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Throwing St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Jackson. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dante Moore. Look out. Gets the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
In the gun on third down, Moore. He rifles one deep to the left. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His third touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give. Sees a crease. He's past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Throwing more. Back's got it on the screen. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
First down for this offense.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moore will throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, both teams putting up some numbers. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here's Moore to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Moore to the air again. They're all over it. He'll pull it down and run. He's got it inside the 10. Work him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moore escapes the pressure to his right. Got rid of it just in time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. More to throw for it on 4th down. Stepping to the right. Unleashes to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Quick give. It's Jackson. Plows through the defense. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
St. Clair. Under pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity. They flush him.
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 37. And now 1st down.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right side, it's Robbins. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the 2nd quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Gain of 20. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They send the tight end in motion. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's a give to Gibson. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Throws it back. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. The 50. Smashes ahead. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 21 team, the Troy Trojans. And it's the Bears, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Left side, it's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback changing the play. Dante Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's a really nice job by this defense. 2nd down and super short, probably expecting some kind of run, but stayed disciplined, played the pass, did a great job in the secondary, got the sack, and made this 3rd down a lot more fun on their end.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback will keep it. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Follows his... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
They'll give it to Jared Gibson. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. On the move. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Tavian St. Clair. Still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going out nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Here's Gibson one more time. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Gibson. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So they moved the ball 37 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Moore. Out wide right, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Moore to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They get him down, and that'll be the final. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off and he
makes it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Handoff for Jarrett. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gibson again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Throwing St. Clair. Gonna take a shot. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I better say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Got the first down, and they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Moore to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Making the adjustment on the play. 4th down, Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Making the adjustment. Moore. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moore will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
Wide receiver going in motion. Maybe a double pass. Here comes the heat. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm.
And he's got room. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Dante Moore fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close, the big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. Seal their fate.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. The run inside. It's Jackson. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They kick it away on fourth down. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, short of the marker. They'll turn it over on downs, and this one is going to be over. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Throwing more. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Moore to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. Number 1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were number 1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.